Whoa! What's up? Hey, buddy, old pal. Oh, watch out. Caramba. What are you up to?
I'm on my way home from the movies.
Oh, cool. What did you watch?
The newest Evil Dead.
Oh, Army of Darkness is out?
No, dumbass. Evil Dead Rise.
Tequila Sunrise?
Evil Dead Rise.
Never heard of it.
Seems like we got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, dude. Seems like it. You wanna come over to mine and have a cup of coffee?
Ninja coffee?
Of course.
Let's do it.
Rock and roll, dude.
All right.
Oh my God! Is that a bird?
Is it a plane?
Let's get the hell out of here! Oh my God! Ah! Oh wait! Skateboard! Help! What are you doing? Get up, man! Get up! It's after us! Oh my God! It's gonna eat you! It's gonna eat you! And then it's gonna eat me! Ah! I think we got away. Came from the woods. Oh, oh my God!
Name's Ash. Come get some. Groovy.
Hello! We're back. And we're doing another Ninja Coffee episode. So, what are we doing today, Senor Ash?
We're going to talk about some evil that rises from the dead.
My boomstick? That's
No,
what my wife calls it.
No, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Keep it in your pants. Yes. So, there's a new Evil Dead out in the cinema. So that's pretty cool. And we've watched the movie. So we thought we would give you our thoughts. And as usual, we don't want to spoil everything. So we can start just by doing the spoiler-free stuff first, right?
Right?
Yeah. You can start.
Okay. I liked it quite a bit, to be honest. It's very true to the first movie, if we're talking about Evil Dead 1, which is the same as the second one, but it's different.
Same, but different.
Yeah. And the film technique is kind of old school. It reminds me a lot of the older movies that does have some jump scares, but it tries to more freak you out instead. It's filmed very well.
Mm-hmm.
And the effects are really good. All in all, I really liked it. It's proper horror in the modern age, which isn't common anymore. They
They use more practical effects than CGI.
Yeah, no.
And if it is CGI, it puts Marvel to shame.
Yeah.
So,
So-
definitely.
I recommend this movie. Go and watch it.
What else? You have? What's your take on the movie? Like,
No, I totally agree.
I couldn't tell where it was CGI and where it was practical
No.
effects. That's how good the effects were.
Mm.
Visually, it's amazing. You like the movie? You would recommend it?
Absolutely.
I thought I was gonna hate the movie based on the trailer. I was not impressed, and I was like kind of ready to like, this is not gonna do anything for me. Bruce Campbell is not in it. I was going in like I was trying to keep an open mind, but at the same time I was like, what's the point? What's the point of doing an Evil Dead movie without Bruce Campbell?
You had zero expectations, basically.
I had zero expectations. I was ready to get disappointed, and Sam Raimi wasn't the director. I mean, it wasn't the case with
He was a producer.
He was a producer, and so was Bruce Campbell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing. It's really good.
Mm.
Yeah.
And talking about the trailer, like you said, it leaves you kind of disappointed. But the trailer doesn't reveal anything.
Nope.
Like, all the good stuff is left out of the trailer, so it doesn't reveal anything.
Exactly.
And that's uncommon these days.
That is true. So I loved it. It was really cool. It has everything you want from an Evil Dead movie, except for Bruce Campbell.
Doesn't matter. I mean, we got a full series with him.
That's true. And there is one Easter egg. Actually, there are a lot of Easter eggs. I brought some here.
Oh, awesome.
Nice. But, okay, we're going to head into spoiler stuff, right?
Aren't we going to start with the Easter egg?
Yes.
Yeah. Let's start
Let's
with
do
the
that.
Easter egg.
I also have some cookies for you guys.
Oh.
Very nice. It's nice. Okay, so should we just head into like free discussion, spoiler, everything?
Yeah.
I mean, we can't say much more without going into spoilers, but if you haven't seen it, go watch it. It's really good.
Then continue watching this video.
Yes.
Yeah.
You have been warned. Cookie?
Okay, so no, I'm good.
So
I'm going for
I
the
just since we're on the Easter eggs, actually
Bruce
Campbell
is
in the movie. And you get this recording thing, like they listen to some.
Just like in the old movies,
Yeah.
there's
Here's an
recording.
LP,
yeah.
and there's you have this conversation between some priests, and one of the priests is saying like, "It's called Book of the Dead for a reason. Burn it, destroy it."
What if, this is just a what if Bruce Campbell went back in time again, ended up becoming a priest?
Who knows?
And he's trying to get
I would
the book
love to see that.
destroyed.
Yeah.
That would be really cool.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Easter egg. He's kinda in it. Okay.
Mhm.
Let's start with a very short story synopsis.
Okay, so the movie starts exactly where every other Evil Dead movie starts. In a cabin in the woods. And we thought they were moving away from the whole cabin thing.
I was a bit. I mean, again, I was a bit surprised by that scene. Where is this going? Where is this headed? Like,
And it starts with this girl already possessed. Oh, let's start with the intro.
actually,
to Crawl.
They fake it, yeah. But actually, while watching it there, I guessed it was a drone because of the sound isn't the same sound. It's more a drone-ish sound.
Yeah.
You hear the propellers.
So you have the
classic first-person view thing.
Yeah, but this time it's not the Evil Dead. It's
A
actually a
drone.
drone.
I mean, I guess they would not do anything so early on, so it would be something else. But I didn't guess a drone.
But then again, it's just a feint. They're just fainting.
Yeah, just messing with you,
Yeah, because they make you think they're not going to do anything this early, and
and then
they actually do.
Yeah.
yeah,
So that intro there tells you everything you need to know, like in regards to if this is a movie for you or not.
yeah, definitely. If you don't like that intro, you can just leave the cinema.
what did you guys think of that when the title comes
The
up?
title
the
song,
sound
that
and the
was
music.
Love that.
That was
freaking
amazing.
Yeah.
It was perfectly fit with how she
Mm.
rose.
Mm.
Yeah, that was awesome.
What's the name of the director? Lee Cronin? Conan Lee?
Lee.
Good
I actually
director.
forgot. Yeah.
And this director must be a huge fan of Sam Raimi, because I kind of forgot almost that this wasn't directed by Sam Raimi
Yeah,
at
it
times.
really felt like it.
It helps, of course, that he's a producer and everything, but like, it felt very Sam Raimi.
Yeah, and it had all the gore and some of the twisted humor, but it was a little bit held back.
But also just the way they film. The film technique, just how they handle the camera, feels very Raimi and not modern stuff.
And yeah, and the effects and the humor.
Yeah.
It has more humor than the 2013 movie, which I also really enjoyed.
But less than the original movies.
Less than the original movies. Yeah. So yeah, after the woods thing, we go into they jump back 24 hours, and we're in this.
LA?
We're in LA in this huge apartment building, and they're living in the 13th floor.
Yeah, I think they're living in the top floor.
And in the Monday building, was it, or something like Demon building?
The Demon building.
The Zool building.
Yeah,
pretty much actually.
And we're introduced to the main characters of the film. You can do the honors. I don't even remember they just.
So there's Ellie,
the
the mom, and then there's Beth, the sister, or the aunt.
Yeah, you got Bridget.
Bridget, the
youngest, wasn't
no,
it?
she's the older sister.
Okay.
And then there's
Is that Cassie? No, that's the youngest.
Cassie is the youngest, and then there's Danny.
Yeah.
Danny made me think of Danny from Turtles.
Yeah, I was thinking about the actor Danny who played Tim in T2.
Yeah. Who's named Danny in real life.
Yeah.
We're both thinking of Danny.
While watching Danny.
We're watching Danny.
Coincidence? I think not.
No, they had the same douchey haircuts.
Yeah. Yeah. Awful haircut. And I didn't really care about any of the characters. So they're all just demon fodder. They're just there to be killed.
But it's kind of like the first movie. If you compare...
No, not exactly.
Not exactly, but in the first movie, they're not as likable as Ash in the second movie.
Yeah,
I still root.
I see your point.
But I mean, you would still. I rooted more for the characters in the first Evil Dead movie than
I
these
agree,
guys.
but I'm just saying it's somewhat going back to the original where they are basically demon fodder, as you said.
Maybe. Yeah, I guess.
I mean, the guy I liked the most was the old neighbor.
Yeah.
With a shotgun.
The boomstick, baby.
Yeah.
The low budget, old...
You have all that stuff here,
Yeah.
too. Like, you have... I mean, we're spoiling everything, so we're going to be all over the place anyway. So,
Right. So they live in this building, which is built on a
bank,
old bank.
not Indian burial ground.
No,
Not far
bank
from
this
it.
time. And in this bank, there's an earthquake, and the bank is revealed underground.
Yeah.
And Danny the douche finds this.
And that was so stupid. Like, first of all, when the earthquake hits, I was like, "Oh, this is the book doing like an evil thing." But it was
Could have been. They never explained it.
no, they don't. I thought it was some evil that did the whole thing, but it might have been just an earthquake.
It's LA.
And when Danny crawls down into this hole that you see after the earthquake, where you can see the floor that was the bank vault, why would you crawl down there?
Yeah, why would you do that?
I look forward to watch you get killed. That was what I was thinking. Stupid kid.
But then again, in the first movie, they go down in the basement and find those tapes and the book.
And they get killed.
Yeah.
That's what happens, man.
But isn't it Ash who goes down and finds it? I don't remember anymore.
Somebody will correct us, hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay, so he climbs down into this bank and
Steals the book.
steals a book.
And
And-
some recordings and notes and everything.
He should already think that, okay, there's something wrong with all the
Crosses and
crosses and Jesus and everything hanging around there.
They had a lot of Christian symbolism there.
Mm.
So something was kept down there
For a reason.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so he finds this book and these old vinyl records with
The priest.
a priest talking.
And you get to hear like the recordings is like the journal of this priest who at first thought the book could do something useful,
But then the church denies him to read the book.
and then he does it anyway, and
Secrecy.
things, yeah, and then like they all die. But like when I was watching the film, I was like, I would love to watch a film about that story. I don't know.
But it's very reminiscent of the doctor telling he had to chop up his wife and stuff, and she's back again and she's alive again.
But I would love to see an Evil Dead movie in a different time setting like that.
But it could be one. Ash goes back in time and tries to destroy the book. That could be a great movie. But I want to go back to one thing. In the first one, you see the bridge when they pass it, and you see it's like a bad, shambling bridge, and later it's
Gone.
It's gone. Here you see the gate, which they have difficulty opening, and then the gate isn't working properly later. Kind of the same, because they pass through it with the car.
There's one scene that's more similar to that.
The
stairs.
I
Oh,
thought I was
yeah.
thinking about that.
Yeah, you're right.
And the
then.
stairs are gone.
Yeah, you're right. They did that too.
All right, so Danny, he takes the book and the records and bring them back to his room. Start playing off the records.
He's
and,
a DJ, so he has like
of course.
plot device.
Yeah. And so he starts playing the records and reading the book, and
Yeah.
and from there on we have the.
Doesn't take too long.
That doesn't take too
No.
long, no. So we have the mom, Ellie.
Gets possessed.
She gets possessed, similar to the wood scene in the first movie.
Very.
Here it's
similar.
And we're not going to go there. If you know what we're talking about, you know. But I was like, oh, are they? Nah.
no. They're not going to do that again.
No. They kind of did in
they
the
kind of did, but they held back.
2013
Yeah, they held
version.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, and here we didn't see how far things went, but
No.
that's fine.
Maybe there's an uncut version later.
Right. So the mom, she gets possessed. She enters the. She comes back to the apartment, and she seems like.
And like we were forgetting, like the whole story also starts with the sister coming back.
Yeah,
We
you
forgot,
guys.
but that's very
You
relevant.
skipped that. You went
Yeah.
straight to the family, but you see her before
Yeah.
them, and she's
She's
in
like
the
a
bathroom.
technician for a band, and she's
Yeah, she's a
touring with
groupie, groupie whore.
That's what they call her.
She's,
Not our words.
She's actually checking whether she's pregnant,
Mm.
being a groupie.
And she comes back to visit her family after
Yeah.
that.
She's actually back to ask her sister for help.
Mm.
What she doesn't know is that her sister got divorced
In
and
the
called her
meantime.
twice to ask for help, and she was too busy and never checked her voicemail. And she checks her voicemail for the first time in the apartment at her sister's place.
After her sister tells her she called her.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay.
So back to the
Possession.
possession.
Mm.
Ellie comes back after being attacked by the Evil Dead.
Hmm.
Basically.
She comes back to the apartment, starts cooking
Yeah. Batman style.
omelets.
If anyone saw our Christmas project, I was thinking about, hey, they ripped off my Batman scene.
Totally.
Totally. I can't say they did, but I don't think Lee Cronin watched our Christmas show.
No.
But it was very similar.
Very, very similar.
So go watch episode 24 of the original Christmas calendar, and then go watch Evil Dead, and you'll see, like, it's very similar.
But if they haven't watched Evil Dead, they're already out there watching it because we told them not to watch the rest of the review.
Ah, shit. Okay, but if you've watched Evil Dead, go watch our Christmas show as well.
Mhm.
Okay, anyway. So yeah, she's like cooking some weird shit, breaking eggs like and crushing them, adding ketchup, and like talking about like making pancakes and stuff. And then the others are like, what the hell is going on around here?
Yeah.
I might be mixing it up a little bit with the
but
Christmas
she starts
calendar.
puking all over the place and
Ah,
crawling
yeah.
towards them and tells the sister, "Protect my babies."
That's what happens.
And then
Yeah.
she just suddenly dies. So there was something left of the sister
Yeah, she was still there.
of the mom. The mom was still in there to some degree, and then she just is completely dead, and the Evil Dead takes over.
Mm-hmm. And you have also like similar things to the original where you have the corpse and suddenly the corpse starts to move. You have her opening her eyes and stuff.
Very
Um,
similar. Even the wound growing.
Mm.
That was Ash's hand.
Mm.
Mm.
Okay, what about the other characters? Let's talk a little bit just about the characters.
Mhm.
I don't think we need to like go into the whole story.
Because they don't really have a story.
No, that's it. And then from there on, it's the mom trying to kill everyone.
Yeah, the mom was great. She was a great villain.
Best character in the movie.
Yeah, and the sister had more story than the rest of them, to be
Mm.
honest.
Mm.
Danny, as you said, was annoying, but he was a necessary annoyance. To some
Necessary evil.
I was like ready to be annoyed that he was going to survive, and because he was a kid, that didn't happen.
And the same with the older
Yeah.
sister. She had the final girl personality, like
She was like nice and clever and like trying to
She
do the
wasn't
right things
the one who's supposed to survive in these movies.
because she
Yeah.
was like thinking. She was reacting in a
so the
good
one
way.
yeah. So the one when you first see watch a scary movie and you're like, okay, that's the final girl. She
That
had
one.
this persona.
Was
But-
also a rebel.
Yeah.
Socially.
She had every like characteristic of a survivor.
And they exactly what I wanted them to do.
Killer.
Kill her first.
Yeah, among the
I mean,
kids. Yeah.
You can't have your characters survive when they have those really terrible haircuts.
No.
Also, the sister or the aunt. In every other movie, the slut character is the first to die.
Mhm.
Sorry, the groupie character is the
Groupie
first.
whore.
Yeah, she got called a lot of things in this
Yeah.
movie. That's why we're saying these things. But we're gonna get banned. But she wasn't the first to die, like all the other horror movies.
Nope.
Chainsaw Massacre, I think. Then it's
Yeah, it doesn't do the same cliche of killing off the most promiscuous character.
Yeah, there's the word.
There's no slut shaming in this. But who died first?
The mom,
Except for the mom.
the sister, the oldest sister.
She goes
Well, no,
for
no.
Danny?
She kills everyone in the hallway first.
Yeah, the hallway.
Ah,
Neighbors.
yeah, that happens. The
The
expendable neighbors.
eye gouging.
Yeah, you have the same eye thing popping into someone's mouth as you've seen
Yeah, but-
before.
Before she ends up in the hallway, she attacks her daughter.
Yeah.
Mm.
With
And that's
the-
where,
with the tattooing device.
Yeah.
So, okay, the daughter dies
Later,
after,
but she's
she's already been infected.
Yeah. She should have done like Ash, just cut her head off.
Yeah, she's just
Haha.
off with a head.
Yeah. And you have all the expendable neighbors. You have the old grumpy guy.
Yeah,
I wasn't grumpy. He was actually funny and
Yeah, he was the most memorable of the neighbors.
And
And
he
you had
was-
a Latino hunk guy.
yeah,
Mm.
who I think had the hots for the mom or something.
Definitely.
But the old guy, he was actually quite practical. He's like, let's get the equipment to open that door to get go down the fire's escape. But then
And
he
he-
didn't.
And he shoots the mom with the shotgun.
Yeah, he shoots
That's
the
pretty
mom.
cool.
He's got a boomstick just like Ash. He's basically a low budget Ash grown old
Mhm.
and fat. We're not fat
Maybe.
shaming either.
No, but like, you knew already all these characters would die.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
And it's really cool because I mean, again, we talked a little bit about the visuals. The visuals are amazing, and also there are a lot of variety to how they shoot different scenes. So you have this really cool
Hallway.
hallway scene, or more than a scene. You have some parts of the. You have different scenes because the mom is outside for quite some time,
Yeah.
Mm.
and while she's outside, you can see through the
People.
peephole, and that's like that one scene when she kills all the neighbors. You can
Mm.
see her in front, and then like she's blown away,
Mm.
and that's the old neighbor with the shotgun, and then she kills him off.
Also, this is also very reminiscent of the second movie where Ash throws his girlfriend out of the house, and she's out there
Oh yeah,
coming out from the ground, like she after he digs him down, the so-called grave. She comes out and reattaches her body and is singing and constantly trying to manipulate Ash to open the door.
And she does the same to the youngest
youngest
daughter.
Yeah.
Mm.
So there's a lot of direct connections, which I really like. It's like you said, this guy knows Evil Dead. He's been watching it a million times. It's,
a lot of stuff that if you're a fan of the Evil Dead movies, you will find a lot of cool small references here and there.
Yeah, the eye thing.
The eye thing, Dead by Dawn.
Mm.
That was a bit like unnecessary and it came out of nowhere. Like, really? But I guess, sure, why not?
yeah, because that one made more sense in the second movie.
Absolutely.
Because Ash, when Dawn comes, it turns him back to human.
Yep.
So they had to kill him before Dawn, and they weren't able to do it.
There's no, like, yeah, exactly. There it made sense. Here it's just to, like, give you some, what's it called?
Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
Yeah. Yeah, that one's more of Easter egg, but the other things play very
Fan
well.
service.
They're more
fan
fan service,
service,
and
yeah.
they play very well into the stories. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
And you have the chainsaw, you have, Ash or Paul said, you have the
Paul
shotgun.
Oh, yeah, we both
Yeah.
all said.
You have many different things. And I was sure somebody was going to lose their arm and that arm would do something, but they didn't go there.
Nope.
Yeah, and
Okay, so there's. Should we just skip ahead through?
we were on the characters and then we're jumping back and forth, but
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. There are no more characters to talk about except
Okay,
for
so
the
the
sister and
mom, is possessed, the daughter, and of course they get Danny the douche, and
Not Danny DeVito.
no,
But actually, he does become somewhat cooler.
yeah,
Towards-
he has some redeeming
Yeah,
qualities.
saves his sister, the youngest
Mhm.
sister.
Yeah, he does.
Very big brotherly thing to do.
Mm.
And he's not as afraid as the other siblings. He
was a
does
bit
fight
too
back.
Yeah. That's true.
Mm.
And I mean, just jumping back and forth, but all the actors did a great job.
Mm.
And
Really?
normally I would get irritated with kids in movies, but the kids were great in this one, and I'm like, wow. The youngest, what's her name? Was
Yeah,
it
she-
Cassie. I'm like,
She was very believable.
but like, how is she not gonna get traumatized for life after having played in this movie?
Yeah, I hope the studio gets her.
I mean, like, you have had things like, you have had child actors in movies before, like doing grotesque things and being exposed to horrible scenes, like Exorcist, the TV movie
Yeah, Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. But I would say this is the most
Yeah.
Yeah,
grotesque
if
I
this
have
kid-
seen a kid,
And
If this kid doesn't end up traumatized after a movie, I
like,
don't
respect.
know,
but this one's also somewhat different because, like, every Evil Dead goes a bit further. You could say, well, in
I would say the
different ways.
2013 one is a little bit more dark and grotesque.
Yeah, but
in
this
some
one
ways.
goes further by killing kids.
True.
And
have-
and the mom killing the kids.
Yes.
Yeah,
That makes her
that's-
the best villain of the whole Evil Dead series.
and that is
in my
pretty
opinion.
cool because that is a theme in all the movies. You have
Your loved
possession, your loved ones becoming evil and possessed and trying to kill you, but like the bond between the mother and the children, that's like one step further, and you can't really go further than that.
No.
And let's just get into this. So, modern horror is a lot more about jump scares. It doesn't really scare anymore, but old school horror, like this one, messes with your brain. If we take, for instance, The Thing as an example, I saw there,
McCready.
McReady, he can't trust any of his friends. Any of them could be a part of the thing. And in all the Evil Dead movies, they mess with your head because it's your loved ones, and you can put yourself in their position where they really don't want to believe that their loved ones are these zombie-looking evil
And that's how they get
things.
killed.
And that's how they get killed, because they start trusting them again when they start fainting. Just like the daughter was about to open the door here.
She does open the door.
She does.
And she's almost she's getting choked by the mom, demon mom.
That's what makes these movies like horror or horrible, because they're messing with your head.
And but it's just good. It's just good story writing compared to bad story writing. It relies on
but
jump
modern
scares.
horror isn't scary anymore. It just
You've had some good horror movies
Yeah,
in
it follows.
recent years. Yeah, and like the one where the kid gets killed and you have the mom becoming evil towards the end of the movie. Spoiler, you know which one. You love the other movie. You love Midsommar. I love the other one.
Oh yeah.
What's it called? The other movie that is not Midsommar.
But the same director.
Same director. Oh, you should watch it.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
But there has been some really good horror movies the last 5 years, I would say.
okay. That's good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like even the two last Scream movies were good compared to Scream 3. Yeah.
I mean, I like Scream 3, but I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's smart and it's psychological and it doesn't rely on jump scares. You have one jump scare.
You have a couple.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, as you said, rely on them.
The Jesus statue is the
Yeah.
biggest
Oh yeah,
one.
yeah. That one was funny.
Yeah, and there's a couple of scenes with the mom through the people where
Yeah.
she's kind of
Yeah.
But it's not as jump scary as a lot of them.
And some of the scenes with the jump scares are diversion or like they bait and switch. You think you're gonna get scared.
When the daughter comes out, when she comes out of the door,
Yep.
what it was.
Mm.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so it's
You want to get into the last part?
no. We can talk about anything you guys want to talk about. I don't really.
yeah
There's a lot of cool things to mention. So I
okay
don't really
it's
care.
kind of fun, cool
only
that
CG part.
the last one we did was about Batman and Lovecraft. And the last thing was kind of Lovecraft, and if you go to
I mean, guys, the whole Evil Dead
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is very Lovecrafty.
yeah, but this had more of a touch. It touched more upon
like,
color out of space when the mom and the
merging.
kid merge.
yeah,
So okay, so when after the daughter and the son gets possessed in this one, they all kind of merge together into one.
also is kind of similar to the thing.
Yeah,
which
Yeah.
it's very similar.
Yeah.
But
that is also kind of. It's all in the same.
we discussed it that the thing is also kind of similar to Lovecraft.
Mhm.
Not in any video, but we among us discussed
Yeah,
this.
yeah. It has a lot of cool things, and that you had to have one cool badass monster that had to be killed, and it was all the. There was the mom and the.
Mom and the kids
All
merged
of-
together, and
It was very similar to Colorado Space as
Yeah.
well.
and
it's
then they escaped in the elevator, and you
wouldn't
had the
call it
shining.
I wouldn't call it even escape, because they're trying to get down the fire escape. They can't get the door open. She wastes the bullets of shooting the mom.
Yeah,
They're like, fuck it, we're going into the elevator.
And he's saying Shining. When that was happening, when the elevator was getting filled with blood, I was thinking of Big Trouble in Little China,
Oh yeah, you got that too.
which is also the same director as
Yeah.
thing. So there are a lot of. I mean, we're maybe drawing more
But
connections.
what I love, because in that scene, I was like, how are they going to get out of this?
Mm.
I did not expect that it was the max weight limit of the elevator that was going to save them.
no,
Because this is evil, that the
Mm.
evil could have held that up.
Yeah. And in all the Evil Dead movies, who survives and who doesn't, when being a badass is like working out, like is gonna work, and when it's not gonna work, it's kind of totally by random.
Except for number 2 and 3.
In Evil Dead 2 and 3.
Yeah, there you know Ash is going to...
Yeah, but like for anyone else.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone else trying heroics will die. It's
Most-
totally by
most
random.
likely, yeah.
So that's what I mean. And she becomes very like they try to show her off as a female Ash towards the end of the movie.
Yeah, the aunt.
But still, she does get beat up, and it's not like a breeze or anything. They don't go all Mary Sue on her.
No. But
It's
it was
really
no.
good.
I'm not complaining about it.
Yeah,
It was pretty cool, but she becomes like
yeah,
like
the counterpart,
Mm,
and you see the development through the movie.
absolutely. And another funny thing is like you have the sister trying to protect the little kid. That kind of reminded me also of Ripley.
I know.
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing in the cinema.
And
Doesn't she say something similar?
no, she doesn't. But like when the alien thing comes, I was expecting like because the monster
Leave
thing
her
is.
alone, you bitch.
I was thinking like, is she gonna say like, "Get away from her, you bitch"? But they didn't do that, which is a good thing. that would not have made any sense.
She does say, "Come and get some," though.
Yeah, she does.
When she grabs the shotgun. And the monster kill in the end, freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, if there's any scene that Gerg got traumatized in real life, that's it.
That and many others. Yes.
Yeah. Like even the first revelation of the demon when she crawls out of the bathtub and like, your mommy's with the maggots now.
Yeah.
There were so many good lines from the mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was awesome. One of the best, because we've never seen the villain this much in Evil Dead.
No, they normally get killed off before
and come back and get killed again. But she was very persistent, and she was there all the time.
Yeah, as he says, it's the best Evil Dead villain you've had.
Without a doubt.
All right. I don't know where to... We're just jumping back and forth on the whole thing, so...
But we've been going somewhat in a straight line.
Yeah.
What else is there to say?
Okay, so we have the super gory monster killing.
The violence and the gore.
Oh,
that in itself is something to be... Something to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen that much gore.
It's the most gory Evil Dead movie.
Okay. Yeah,
I think so.
I haven't seen the 2013 one.
In some ways, I think the 2013 one it's darker. It doesn't have that much humor, and towards the end, it's raining blood and everything in that one too. But you have more scenes with gore in this one. And yeah.
And in the old ones, the first one's the most gory one.
Is it? The second one is not as gory?
It
becomes a
is,
bit comedic.
It becomes comedic, so you don't take it as seriously. Yeah, he slashes through the grandma in the basement. So the grandma kind of reminds of the mom here.
Yeah.
It's
the same kind of thing.
Not as... They didn't play that card as well there as here, but she's somewhat of the same character, even when she mutates.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, so the monster gets killed, they escape, and the movie is
over.
Or so we think.
Sequel.
No, because it just...
it goes back to the beginning, but it goes back to the beginning. It can spawn a sequel,
of course,
because the evil is loose.
Yeah,
it is loose.
So the movie ends with the girl who is possessed in the beginning of the movie.
Jessica.
Maybe.
No, her name was Jessica.
All right. So the movie ends with Jessica getting possessed by the Evil Dead on her way to the woods.
There's only one problem with this. Is a book left in the building that's going to get demolished?
Yeah.
Yeah, book is still in the... Yeah, okay. More things to talk about. Apparently, I mean, it's been hinted at before, but there are 3 books they talk about here.
They said 3 artifacts, I think. Maybe they said 3 books.
I think they said books.
I think they said 3 books. And like in the Army of Darkness, you have 3 books, but 2 of them are like fake.
Yeah, so that means there's... But you...
on the altar...
On the altar in Army of Darkness, there's 2 books missing.
5 books. That's true. You can see some missing books there. And also, like, it could be like the 2013 one is 1 book. The Ash...
No, but he turns out in the end of that one.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be that was the same book.
Right.
So I don't know if they're going to explore on this or not, but it's kind of a cool idea that there are more. At the same time, it's always been like one book, so I don't know, but it's interesting. Are there 3 books? I don't know. Maybe we'll find out.
Okay.
But
it did look different.
It did look different.
Like noticeably different.
Oh, and the pages and the illustrations were so cool.
Yeah.
I loved,
and
I wanted to watch every page.
The lock in the book. With the teeth.
Yeah. And also, the picture of the one possessed lady looked like the mom, and the other one looked like the daughter, oldest daughter.
You didn't have the face on the book, though.
No, that was the different part.
It
looked more like tree bark or something.
Yeah. I don't remember how the old book in the 2013 one looked.
No, I can't remember.
And in Ash versus the Evil Dead TV
it looks like
show,
the original one.
Is there only one book there in the TV show?
Yeah, it's only one book, and it depends because there's time travel.
Oh yeah.
That complicates things.
Yeah.
But it's the same book they're working with all the time.
And I mean, also the background story with the priests and everything that changes the origin maybe of the other Evil Dead, like or the original one with the scientist guy.
Yeah, because he goes to a church or something, to some old remnants, and he finds the book and brings it to the cabin.
So how is that? Like, is that connected?
No, it doesn't.
It can't, right?
Doesn't make sense.
They erase each other.
Or, as you say, maybe
different books.
Different books, multiverse. There's.
What did you guys think about this? Do you have any ideas? We would love to know what other people thought of this.
I would prefer either time travel or different books. I hate multiverse. I'm so freaking tired of multiverse.
But time travel kinda
is multiverse.
Also, it is multiverse because it creates new timelines, different timelines.
Kinda.
So different books.
Doesn't have to be like that, but yeah.
Okay. I don't know what else to talk about. I think we're touched upon a lot.
Yeah, I got one last thing which we discussed earlier. Future films. Evil Dead in space.
Yeah. I mean, also, I think Sam Raimi said, like, if this is a hit, then there might be, like, more Evil Dead movies coming out. So I think he said, like, every other year or every 2-3 years.
Yeah, so
like an anthology
they're going to do a Evil Dead cinematic universe.
Oh, that would be awesome.
And then we need... you have Jason in space.
Yeah.
You have Critters in space. Who else do we have in space?
Leprechaun in space.
We need Evil Dead in space.
Hellraiser in space.
Fast and the Furious in space.
Yeah,
you do have that.
We do have Fast and Furious.
So, yeah.
We have James Bond in space.
We need Evil Dead in space.
And we pitched the idea. At some point, Ash figures out the only place he can leave the book where it's safe.
Send it out to space.
Send it out to space or to the moon, and they start building a moon base where they find the book.
And that's how we have the Dead Space universe. And then, like...
Oh, yeah. That's even crazier. But, yeah, we were just thinking that you get the Deadites in a space station, and they can't really get out anywhere. They're kind of stuck with it.
I mean... I'm stoked no matter what they do with this universe.
You're on board.
There's so many cool things to do with
especially
Evil
with the
Dead.
same director.
Yeah. And I mean, if they are doing sequels, I would love to have Bruce Campbell back.
Of course.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
And he did the series, so he can be old now.
Yeah.
There's a continuation in the story.
Or give us one last season of the TV show.
Yeah, Mad Max thingy.
That would be really
also,
cool too.
They could bring, if they're going to do a lot of stories, they could bring Xena back.
That's true. You could bring some characters from the TV
series,
show.
Yeah.
And also, if they're doing an anthology with different stories that are not connected, you could actually do the whole priest thing.
You could do that.
Yeah.
That would sound really cool.
I would love to see that. There are a lot of cool things.
So, just, Elfie, what's the name of the actor? Xena actor?
Lucy Lawless.
Lucy
Lawless, yeah.
And we talked about the visuals, but what about the sound and music?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Were there any music, or was it just ambience and sound?
It was at least a lot of ambience. There might have been some music. I can't remember honestly. We have to watch it again.
And I definitely will watch it again.
Yeah, me too.
This is one of those movies you can rewatch every Halloween.
Definitely.
Yeah, and you'll probably notice some new things as well. At least Easter eggs.
Yeah, like the first Evil Dead movie. Like, okay, I've always been a big fan of many of the horror franchises, like Hellraiser, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween. But when I was a teen, whenever I had a new date, if I was going to watch one movie on the first movie date,
Evil Dead?
that was Evil
Really?
Dead. Yeah.
Wow.
Where he kills his date.
That makes
tries.
like,
I mean, that's like, if they stay with you, then
Yeah.
That's bankers, man.
okay. But
How did it go? How many recurring dates did you get with the same girl?
Well, I'm not with any of them now.
but speaking of like modern remakes, like we watched the Halloween kills, dies,
Halloween ends.
It totally ended.
Hopefully it ended for good.
But we also did watch Hellraiser,
Yeah.
and that was pretty decent.
Mm.
But like where Hellraiser, whatever it was called, Hellraiser?
What's called?
Hellraiser.
Yeah, just Hellraiser.
Where that one was a decent movie, good special effects, good sound, good everything.
Mm.
I felt something was just missing, a tiny something. Where with this one, I was completely satisfied.
I wasn't.
With this one,
It missed Ash.
yeah, okay, except for that. I mean,
But I was
I
in
mean,
the cinema.
Yeah.
I mean, as a
I know what
cinematic
you're-
experience, I felt the Hellraiser one was a tiny bit too long, and the story and the suspense was a bit
Yeah,
hit
okay.
and miss.
I agree. This is
right.
probably
this is more
the
competent.
best horror movie I've seen in years.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Also,
And the Hellraiser movie is also pretty good.
Mm.
there's also a bit of a problem having Ash because they're kind of trying to find a new audience here.
Mm.
Having Ash serves the old audience, but the new audience might not.
I mean, you can keep both.
You can do that, but the old audience will expect Ash to act in a certain way where we've seen the character development.
That
The new-
would steal the show
from
from anyone else.
for the new guys. Yeah.
But I mean, you had other cool characters in the TV show.
yeah. But
But I wasn't watching it because of them. I
I'm
was just
thinking
watching it
this
for
one
Ash.
worked pretty well as a
Yeah,
standalone thing.
totally.
And you could get another one with Ash later.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
All right. So should we just rate it?
All right.
Unless you guys have anything else, I'm done.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10, only because Ash wasn't in it.
Yeah, 8.5 or 9, yeah.
No,
I'm
I
not
mean,
sure.
9 out of 10, not related to Ash or not, because it didn't really need Ash in it.
Mm.
Yeah.
8.5.
8.5,
9,
9, kind of. Yeah, 8.5 sounds good. And 9 is a very good grade, in my opinion. Only the rarest of
Because-
movies.
I'm giving it a 9 because I really can't put that many horror movies above this one.
9.
9 out of 10 in the horror genre, not like
Yeah, okay, agreed.
Yeah.
Just in the horror genre,
when was the last time you watched a more competent horror movie?
I don't know. It Follows was the last one I watched that was really good, but it wasn't this good.
No.
But it
This
was
is like Shining good, almost Evil Dead original good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
In the horror genre, 9, agreed. But in general,
No, I mean
8.5, I think.
okay. All right, guys. This was a long video and another crazy discussion.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed our crazy talk, and let us know what you thought about Evil Dead Rises. Evil Dead Rise. Evil Rise. Evil Sunrise.
Tequila Sunrise.
Bloodshot Eyes. Okay. Thanks for watching. Take care. Yeah, give us our thoughts on what you thought about the movie. Thanks for stopping by. Come get some.
No, come drink some.
Chicka kapow.
Groovy.
I was gonna say that.
I can't say ha. It wasn't hot anymore. You need to have that hot feeling to say ha. I'm actually serious.